Hello, everyone. Welcome to Hush Hallows, a Monster of the Week story here on Dice Priori. We are back for episode 14 as we continue our mysteries and monster hunting. You'll notice two of our players are gone tonight. We missed them, and we hope to see them back next week. Before I get started, just a couple quick channel announcements. Let's see, what's good? Ah, yeah, community theater, boop. You can check that out and see if you can apply for Pugmire, !casting in the chat. You can go ahead and apply there. That is a doggy dogs themed fantasy game. It's a derivative, I think, technically of 5e, but it's dogs, so therefore it's inherently better. Liz will be running that. Go ahead and tune in and check that out. Let's see, what else we got going on? Be on the lookout for new shows and new content as they come around. I know I keep saying that, but I promise things are coming. Rome wasn't built in a day. And as always, if you're enjoying tonight's stream, make sure you're following. Subscribe if you can. Give subscriptions. Thank you so much for the support. I'm Matthew Foreman. I'll be playing Oak Williams. We both use he, him pronouns. Take it away, Maria.
Hello, it's me. I'm Maria. I use they and she pronouns. Tonight I am playing Hektor Bartholomew, who uses he and him pronouns. Playing from the Mad Scientist playbook. That's me. Alexis.
Hi, hello. I'm Alexis. You can find me at Fox Fanato on Twitters and such. And here. I use she, her pronouns, and tonight I will be playing Darlene Gray, who is using the Hex playbook, and also uses she, her pronouns. My fun announcement is I have been brewing something up with a certain someone who is missing tonight, but we have a little teaser for you. So I'll just let that do the talking.
All right.
So, yes. Stay on the lookout for more details to come this Halloween season. Take it away, Ty.
I'm Ty. You can find me here. You can find me at Ballroom Brawler on Twitter, and I am your keeper for this and all evenings. Last time on Hush Hallows, the hunters performed a big science, weird magic ritual to help one of the hunters, Isabeau, and her lover, Cal, with some magical issues they were having. Managed to pull it off with some difficulty and created a pretty close approximation of a hellhound in Isabeau. The party was left pretty exhausted afterward and kind of went upstairs to relax, and left Isabeau and Cal downstairs to celebrate the victory of this ritual, and they left behind a note and teleported to a different realm without saying goodbye face to face. So when we resume today, it is late, and you are all exhausted after the events of the ritual. Do any of you check up on Isa and Cal, or do you leave them for the night and check up tomorrow? What do you all do?
Darlene will round up a few fire retardant and fire extinguishing supplies, and just whatever she can find nearby, and just kind of bring them down to the basement for them.
You enter the room.
Wherever they were last. They were in the basement, right?
They were in they were in Hektor's lab last you left them, which now has a broken busted out door frame and a door leaning against it.
Right.
That was the last you saw them.
Okay. Is that not in the basement?
It is. I'm
Okay.
saying that, like, specifically, it's a separate room, though. It's not like a chunk.
Understood.
It's a separate part off. I'll make a blueprint.
Oh, that's okay. So I will head in there with those supplies.
You push the door
Bucket of water.
aside, and you see the room is empty, and there is a note on the table.
Before Darlene sees the note, she just sees the empty room and she says to herself, "You know, she probably just doesn't have control over her powers yet. I bet she summoned that portal when things got exciting. I hope they're okay."
And this room is in disarray. There are scorch marks everywhere, some from the ritual, some from after.
Oh, well, I'm too tired for this. I think she'll just kind of put the stuff out in case, she warps back in on accident or something. And I'm sure eventually they find the note.
Okay. You can do that tonight. Yeah, if you find it tonight, then yeah, you grab the note. I think it's not full. I don't know if it's folded, but it's a pretty short note from Isabeau, basically saying that she didn't. Memory serves, it was on stream last time, but a short note just saying goodbye and that she hopes she can come back sooner than later, and is thankful and grateful to all of you. And you also have the 3 notes she left you before the ritual as well.
Okay. I'll just hang on to those notes. I'll share the other one with everybody, but I'll hang on to the other ones just in case.
You go back upstairs, and Oak and Hektor, I'm not sure if you're asleep or just kind of in a daze after what happened, but it is now getting close to 1 or 2 a.m., give or take. And Darlene comes up with the note and relays the information about what it said.
But first, I just say, y'all think she got out of control. Summon that portal in the middle. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, Oak would be exhausted, and he'd be pretty ready to go to bed. So he just would acknowledge it and then go to bed.
If memory serves correctly, Hektor passed out, and Lucy brought him upstairs. So
Yeah,
Hector's been asleep.
Yeah. Okay. You all sleep for the evening. Heal 1 if you need to. I know, at least I believe Oak does.
Yes, please.
Yep.
And you wake up the next morning, feeling probably still a little bit just magically drained a little bit from those events, but feeling better and on the mend. What do you all do?
So the crushed gauntlet thing, that I'm assuming that is that mystery not really live anymore because the Irish guy came up and took Chris away?
Some of those, I'll say kind of.
Okay.
Put it this way: the general mystery of who they are, you kind of know. You know that it's an organization that was founded, I think he said, thousands of years ago. At its inception, it was fairy hunters, but now they're more of a general supernatural organization that he belongs to. As to their actual designs and goals currently, you don't really know, but that character is currently with Raphael.
Okay, so I'm not going to go after it, is my understanding.
Yeah.
What about the Hushed Hands stuff? Is that the name of that organization?
So that is the
Yeah,
Okay.
that's the one that has
Church.
the body that they won't let the people have.
Yep. and,
No,
and,
that one.
and then there's also the matter of all the tunnels. Like the at least the one tunnel that we discovered underneath that tree, the meat tree,
Oh
the
my
taking tree.
god, the taking tree had tunnels underneath it. I forgot.
Sure did.
Yes, that is another mystery. The other undertakings are Oak's ritual, Darlene's ritual, which could do research as well, and then Hector's dream. All three, I think those are all the individual characters.
Oh yeah,
as
the
well.
whispers.
Yeah.
The whispers.
Don't worry, we have nothing to do, basically, is what I'm hearing.
I absolutely love it. Yeah, I am definitely not going to do anything I don't think too wild about my tattoo, because I want Lucy to be here for that.
Yeah.
But let me think here for a minute. I'll let other people do something.
Okay. And like I said before, research is a viable option, even if it's the same, the same method. Like I said, it's kind of like more of a Blades in the Dark, if anyone's played that, where you're filling up clocks.
Right.
And story-wise, the library you guys have in the basement is massive, disorganized, and thick material. It is not alphabetically categorized, nor is it Dewey Decimal. It's just random books in disarray.
It's Hektor organized.
I think I'll try to do a little more digging on my dream.
Sure. Are you just kind of looking for the same material?
Well, I'm thinking I found that information,
Yes.
but does that mean that information was used to can you use that on a person unwillingly?
That's a good question.
Because I'm wondering how, without intending to, I ended up in that kind of a dream where my harm in the dream
Interesting.
carried over.
Yeah, absolutely. Roll. You can roll for research for that, or
So
you can
I'm
have someone help you.
So I guess what I'm trying to find out is did somebody inflict that on me, or is that something that I somehow manifested myself?
Roll plus sharp.
Okay. Ooh. 10 even.
Good.
You're supposed to have missed to advance, remember?
I know, but here we are.
Also answers.
Just be like, oh yeah, it's a 6.
Somehow it's a
Oh, whoops, 3.
whoops 3.
Did I say 10? I meant 3.
What you get with that, you spend a good chunk of the day. I want to say at least a couple hours, at least part of a good chunk of the day, maybe 3, looking through all these tomes and journals and books. And what you find, specifically to your question, is that to that specific ritual you have, you could use it on someone, but as to the effects bonding it with others, it's unclear. Going into other people's dreams and connecting them, there are a couple ways to do it. It either requires a personal connection, B, a personal item, whether it be flesh, blood, hair, or something they have an emotional attachment to. Or C, in some rituals, it could just be random. You can just connect. You can choose to try to connect with just someone, but there are millions of people on the earth and you have no idea who you'll get. And between other realms as well. Those are kind of the 3 options you get from your reading.
Okay. So...
And I'll probably send you something later about how to a specific about how to use items to get into someone else.
Oof. So does that help figure out
Who
if it was
are you trying to figure out
targeted?
specifically for yours?
Yeah, for mine. Was it targeted or was was it something that someone inflicted upon me or something that I did? I don't know if I can answer that yet, but she's trying to figure that out.
I think with your role, I think you would know just that it didn't seem completely random. I will give you that. It was not a completely random occurrence. It was either something trying to find you specifically, or something you are entangled in, I think is what you would surmise.
Okay. And remind me, I can't remember. I can't remember if I asked this before, but did that dream, like that blood puddle, feel reminiscent to when we found that blood that moved on its own?
Yeah.
Okay.
You did that. Yeah, it's not the blood golem. The one thing I think it's not a one-to-one correlation, but something probably today I'll give you with it. Your last thing is the 10 to take note of is that while not being a dream, during one of your visions, that did happen as well. During your vision where your throat's scrying, you did get stabbed, which is why you were unconscious for 5 days. You were stabbed in the dream world, and it translates. Well, that's not why you went unconscious, but that was part of what happened. Is you were stabbed in your vision, and it translated to real life.
Oh, so it was the sound armor creature
Correct.
that did that to me, right?
Correct.
But I don't feel like it's the same two things happening.
No, it just that's not necessarily, like I said, a one-to-one, but that is something you could take. I think you would be able to put together and take note of.
So it's not the first time that this has happened to me.
Something similar has happened. Yeah.
Okay.
That's what you get. Hektor?
Oof.
I think Hektor would at first want to go down and make sure that, Isabeau was fine. But I wonder if either Darlene either left the note out or stopped him on the way. I don't know if he would actually get down there.
Okay.
And would be, I think, outwardly sad, inwardly more sad that she didn't get a chance to say goodbye, or rather he didn't get a chance to say goodbye to her. But I think his head is swimming with questions about everything that had happened in the past 24 to 36 hours. Hektor wants to I think he wants to do some he doesn't know where to start, but I think he wants to try to do some figuring out about this weird voice that he had heard a couple of days ago now, when he was in his semi unconscious state.
Sure. Roll. Are you trying to? How about this? How are you trying to research this or go about finding out the information?
I think not knowing anything really about dreams or others, and with Lucy not being currently present, I think he would go to the closest thing that he would assume who knows about dreams, and that would be probably Darlene. Because he's seen Oak's magic, and Oak's magic is very
elemental.
Yeah, very present. And so I think he would come up to Darlene and say, I know we don't know each other very well, but I was wondering if I could pick your brain a little bit. Not literally, but
clarification I never thought I'd need.
Right. What kind of things can you do? I know Oak can do things that involve like rocks and fire, lots of fire, flying and stuff like that. And you had something that about like electricity, but
that's actually pretty new. I just knew it was required of me.
What do you normally do?
Well, basically Well, I just find ways to do things that need done. So
That's
some
very
of those,
useful.
it's somewhat flexible. It's not like I have certain things, certain abilities that I find easier to do than others that I've gotten better at.
How do you
One
fall?
of those is I'm pretty good with like telekinesis. I can do that okay. And I can with I can channel through with some blood to scry on something.
How are you about things like dreams or things like that?
Funny you should ask. Recently been having some strange interactions in my dreams.
But
Where I'm hurt in a dream and then I'm still hurt when I wake up.
that's
So I don't know what that's about yet, but I'm working on finding that. Actually, that's why this book is out.
that's a big problem as he pulls the book towards himself.
Yes, I'm trying to find out if it's something that someone's doing to me or if I'm accidentally doing it to myself. You know, just Tuesday things. In this line of work, at least.
Yeah.
Why do you ask?
Well, I had this weird. It kind of felt like a dream. I guess I was not conscious for it, but there was this strange chorus of whispers, and I felt really weird, and it felt kind of familiar, I think, but not quite a memory. And they just kept saying my name over and over again, and I don't know if I need help with, interpretations of dreams, or if it's, gestures towards the book, something more along this line.
Right.
Entirely
Was
sure.
there any visual component? Or just auditory?
I don't think so, Ty. I don't think so. Okay.
There was not.
No, it was kind of dark.
And you don't remember being, explicitly conscious beforehand.
Well, I remember being conscious, and then I remember falling exceptionally unconscious due to blood loss or something.
Oh, it was while you were knocked out. Well, you were hurt pretty bad, and the subconscious will do all sorts of things to from what I understand, you would know this more than I would, but the brain is a weird place. It's a funny muscle doing all kinds of weird things that we don't really understand. But you said the voice sounded familiar, but you're not sure how.
Yes, and it's a common. I don't like not knowing things anymore. It's very uncomfortable. It's starting to get frustrating, more frustrating than it was a couple of weeks ago.
Right. Remind me, how much time do you think you lost?
What year is it?
It's the year of hell. It's 2020.
Correct.
About 20 to 30 of those I don't remember.
Okay, all right. So somewhere in the 90s.
It's closer to 30s to 30s to
30,
40s.
40.
It's, yeah.
That's more of what.
Oh, you remember being awake in the 80s. Okay.
The 80s.
All right. You remember
70s, 80s.
Remember
is a lot.
some of the 80s.
Yep. Didn't miss that.
Okay. Well, what is there a chance that I've come across anything in my research that feels familiar to Hector's situation?
Well, before that, Hector, have you pretty much given your thoughts on Hector's current situation? out loud.
Me?
Yeah.
Me as me?
Me, you as you.
Me as me.
Or Hector, I don't care. Either or.
Okay. Hector has started with, especially with everything that has happened so recently, and so much has started to come back, and he doesn't understand what it is or why it's coming back.
Mm-hmm.
It's frustrating because he can't pinpoint why the things that are coming back are coming back. And he just he is a man who wants answers and is very used to getting them very quickly. And this is an exceptionally frustrating situation for him because he cannot force himself to remember things that he usually can force himself to remember.
Let's start with sharp. Roll plus sharp.
Me?
Yeah.
Me. All right. Oh, hey, there's that failure I wanted so badly. Double ones. So it's a 4.
Oh boy.
Cool.
What? Okay. With your miss, we'll talk about the actual. There's a couple negative things that will happen. One is that you won't get to roll again after this for something, but the other one will come up later. What you do, I think you are just. Hector is definitely put off by this moment of just trying to like rack his memory of things that happened before and like trying to make connections that just aren't there currently. What you will get with that, what I'll still give you, is trying to remember the things that happened more recently to you. If you need a reminder, I can give it to you.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
In the forest, right after the stag fight, Hector heard a contented and familiar sigh in his ear. As well as when he got back to the El Camino, there was a long slash mark from the tip of it to the back on the left side.
Right.
Those are the other odd events you've come into recently.
Okay. Oh no. Oh no, Robotai. Hello?
Ty.
Oh no, Ty.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm here. Can people hear me? I can hear people, but I'm not sure what is going on.
You
Is it
get
better? Is it
coming
okay
back.
or still shaky?
We're getting there.
Okay.
Um.
It's a little stormy out here. I'm thinking like that.
Oh no.
Still, man.
Well, I would, at the very least, bring those events up to Darlene as well, to possibly spark something if they are in any way correlated. Wait. Did hang on. I'm looking at like old notes. Did it sound like someone I met like a long time ago? Perhaps? Like perhaps an old student of mine? Or no?
No, it did not sound
Okay.
like that voice as far as you can tell. Yeah,
Okay.
And yeah,
Cool.
That's about all you get for right now.
Okay.
Oak, do you know what you want to do?
Gee golly, Miss Molly. I think I am going to go. I am gonna go to back to the bed and breakfast. I'm gonna go to Brogy.
Okay. Are you flying there or walking there?
I will walk.
You also have the keys to a blue PT Cruiser now. You know how to drive?
No.
Okay. You
Tried it
walk-
once, hated it.
You, I don't like to drive.
Yeah. I don't like to drive.
You walk for it's a fair jaunt. Nana's is on the kind of edge of town. You push your way past the tarp, and walk for it's a slight chill autumn day. There are people milling about, and you make your way to the Wake and Bake across town. Bell rings as you enter, and you see Brogy. He's feeding his two dogs, Blaze and I don't remember the other one's name off the top of my head. He is feeding them little sausages. Hey, man, welcome back. It's been a couple days, man. What's going on? And he instantly comes up, walks right next to you, right close to you.
Do you know what Palo Santo wood is?
Yeah, I do.
Do you have any?
I could check. Any particular reason? Doing any sort of like? He looks around for anyone around him. Doing some of that weird shit.
Yes.
Cool. And I think he goes to one of his closets. Yeah, I think he gestures for you to follow, and goes to like a closet with a bunch of just crap inside. So what do you can you let me in on it? What's going on, bud?
I need this. I'm gonna make a fire out of it, and I think I need the smoke.
But like for like a cool bonfire, like anything in particular?
A cleansing, like a spiritual cleansing.
Cool. Roll a convince.
-1. 8.
That makes success. So they will we haven't done this rolling very much in this game.
We avoid settling things.
We avoid talking to people.
Yeah, we just
blow it up.
Yep.
Only if you show them right now that you mean it. And if you ask too much, they'll say if anything. He kind of looks and he stops and he goes, I mean, I got a little bit, but I want to see it, dude. You introduced me to this whole world. I want to be there. I want to be where the people are. I want to see them dancing.
How are you with blood?
I mean, I've seen it before.
Lots of blood.
I mean, well, no, I did clean up all that blood when Darlene was bleeding in the bathroom. That is how I found out about this whole thing. So yeah, I mean, I've grown rapidly okay with it, I think.
Yeah, and self-mutilation.
What are you doing, bud?
I am doing a cleansing of sorts. How are you with self-mutilation?
I haven't encountered it a lot, but like, I've been introduced to this world, and I need to like dive in head first, like learning a language. You just gotta immerse yourself.
Okay. I'm gonna cut off a chunk of my arm, and it might mean I have to cut off my whole arm, or at least from the elbow down.
You got like a demon infection, or like a?
It's a tattoo. It's become, I don't know, it's binding me to something, or something's binding me to it. To myself. It's bad. Truthfully, I'm not actually sure what it is. I just know I want it off my body, and I feel like that's good enough reason. I don't need to know, right? It's my body.
I mean, I think they have. Yeah, it's your body, man. I think laser removal is an option, but maybe not in this case. So
Yeah, it's
I'm here for you. And he hands you he's got like a small, I think he's got a small burlap sack that he puts it in. There's like a couple fairly sizable like chunks of this wood.
I'll let you know when I do it. I have to get something else, but I'm waiting on my friend to see if she can get it for me.
Do you need any help with anything else? I've been like checking up. I watched Vampire Diaries. I watched Teen Wolf. I've been watching Little Angel and Buffy. I'm getting there.
No. I need the wood, and I need a blade known as a Sesapita. But I think my friend can find one for me.
Yeah, I've never heard of that. All right, you got my number?
Yeah, I don't really have my phones don't work here.
That's true. All right, well, just come by when you're planning on doing this thing.
Are you sure?
Yeah, man. I don't want to be like caught unawares if shit goes down. I need to like. I'm here. I'm in it.
Do you have a gun or a way to defend yourself?
He looks around. Nah, I got like a kitchen knife and a mop.
You should learn how to defend yourself. You should get a gun.
Think a gun's the way to go? I mean, all right, yeah.
Unless you want to learn how to be a kung fu master, yeah, a gun's the way to go.
God. Brogy looks down. He is a pretty wiry and wavy type man. Nah, I don't think. Nah, kung fu's not for me. I skipped gym. I got out of it in high school, and then forever after.
Then you need a gun.
All right, I will get a gun,
And
and
learn
you just
how to shoot it.
learn how to shoot it. All right. Yeah. All right. Just let me know when it's gonna go down, and I'll be there.
Thanks for the wood.
No problem, bud.
And then I would go back home.
Okay. Hold on. Hold on 1 second. What will happen. Okay. This takes a little bit of time. Oak begins to walk back after this. It's a hike. It's a hike and a half across town. Darlene and Hektor.
So, I have a thought. You know how some people on TV and stuff have done like hypnotherapy to try to recover lost memories and all that. I am not a therapist nor a hypnotist, but
I'm not a surgeon either, but
I think that I might have a sort of magical alternative. What if you could explore your own dreams, like of your own volition?
that would be exceptionally interesting.
The only problem is I've never done it before on purpose, and you, like I said before, like if you get hurt in the dream, you get hurt in real life. Like your body gets hurt on this plane.
Oh.
So, not without risk. But I mean, it depends on how tired you are of not knowing what's happened in your own mind. I don't know if we're going to be able to find like a certified, like legitimate therapist who can deal with, regressive memory loss or whatever the hell that's called. Retrograde amnesia. I think I've heard that on some hospital show.
No, that's accurate. That's right.
I don't know if that's right, but you know what I mean.
It's also, it takes far too long. This option is very intriguing, and I am... If it doesn't hurt too, it's fine. I would love to try.
Okay. Like I said, there's some level of risk involved. Are you sure?
I am familiar with risk. That's fine. Well, it'll be fine. It probably will be. Yes.
Okay. Well, then I'm gonna need a few things. You got some mercury?
Probably.
I had a feeling. I think I'm gonna need a head of brogies to get some other stuff.
I was gonna say just text Oak, but then I was like, wait, phones don't work.
Those don't work.
Use your
Also,
blood magic.
I'm pretty sure Oak might not have even told us he left. So
That's fair. Bye. Just flies out a window.
yeah, I'm going now.
I have a car. We can go there.
Do you remember how to drive?
I drove here.
Well, that's good.
This also gives me an excuse to check out that weird slash in my car, which I didn't do before because I was basically dead.
I drove here is not actually an answer to that question, by the way, but you know.
You know what?
We'll find out.
But I do want to check out that weird slash in my car.
You go up to the slash and look. It's a fairly deep gash. It's larger than a king or even a knife, and it is not straight. It is, it waves a little bit, but it goes all the way from the very front light all the way to the back.
Does it look animalistic, like it might have been from that stag that we fought, or?
No, I don't think you would think. No, it doesn't look animalistic.
Okay.
Especially because it's only one. It's one single slash. It's not like claw marks, and it's not like one. It's a little too. It's too precise to look like an animal strike. It's too, and it doesn't look like it is a clean like slash, like someone took a single sword swipe across of it.
It's like someone was like lackadaisically like wah 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 wah.
Yeah.
Okay. Huh. I think he'll like get in. Does it impede any of the car's functions, such as doors opening or closing?
It's for sure harder to open. It does still open. It's just harder to do so. Where you finally get it open.
Gotcha. He struggles for a hot second, but then holds the door open for you.
Well, thank you. How kind.
And he struggles a little bit more, trying to push it closed before getting.
Darlene helps the door close from the inside.
And we'll head back to
Wake and bake.
Ye ol' Wake and Bake.
You drive. You drive past Oak walking home. At some point, just your eyes meet as you pass.
Give a questioning like, what?
Yeah, just a confused but pleasant.
And
I'll,
you guys
slow down and like roll the window down. Like, you want to ride? Just a no.
And you guys make it to the Wake and Bake. And before we do that, Oak, you walk for a little bit longer. You were a little more than halfway when you met them, as you guys passed. As you make your way onto the single dirt road that leads to Nana's, you hear the beep, just the quick beep of a police siren behind you.
Okay.
And you turn around. There's a single police cruiser, slow, like not lights on, but slowly coming up the dirt road.
Okay.
And eventually pulls up next to you if you continue to walk, and rolls down the window, and you see the face of a larger man with a wide-brimmed hat and a handlebar mustache. Hi there. I don't believe we've met. Officer Honeycuff.
Yeah.
And he begins to you guys are still a little bit off, and he says, I would love to ask you some questions.
About my wood.
What?
About
sorry?
my wood. I point to the wood I'm hauling.
No, it ain't about that wood.
Okay.
You want to hop in, or I can just meet you at the front door?
I look down. Here's good. You stopped me here.
He parks the car and steps out. He is a wider man, broad shoulders, a little bit of a belly. Looks like he may have been a linebacker back in the day in his high school football days. Pretty tall. And he says, no, what I wanted to talk to you about is, I came here quite a few days ago, as Nana was missing. No one's seen her around. And it was the damnedest thing. It seems quite a few of you have been lingering around here.
Okay.
Is Nana in now? I would love to see her. It's been quite some time.
Didn't she went somewhere?
She went somewhere. I mean, last I heard from your friend Lucy, she had gone out for groceries and was to be back shortly. Is this not the case?
No. I mean, I'm sure she went for groceries that day, but you know,
Where did she go then?
I didn't ask.
Roll convince.
10. 11 minus 1.
Very good. He strokes his mustache a little bit. All right, if you say she has gone somewhere, it is hard to get a hold of people in this town with our lackadaisical cell service, but it is odd that there is damage to this place, and the whole squad here seem to be just squatting about the property. It is something we have taken note of, but
Yeah. A lot of weird things happen in this town, don't they?
that's true. That is true. We've had many go missing recently. There was 4 men has still not been found. Hunters part of Possum's Lodge. Some friends of mine. So we're keeping an eye out for them too. If you see them or anyone else, we have quite a few missing people. It is concerning,
Yeah.
deeply.
You see that weird stuff that happened at the carnival?
I know there was a child missing that was recovered.
It was weird, right?
It was very odd. I'm glad the boy was found safe and sound.
What's the weirdest thing you've ever seen?
You're all convinced with us.
The old minus 1! 4, there we go.
There we go. He kind of furrows his eyebrows at you, and I think you see him think for a little bit, and you see a very slight shiver go through his body, but then he looks back at you, eyes furrowed, and says, I mean, as of late, it's about 7 people moving into a place of business when the owner's missing. that's real high up on the list with some damage to the building.
She took us under her wing.
Alright. Alright, but we're gonna be back sooner or later. I mean, if another person gone missing, pretty soon it's gonna be more out of my hands. The FBI's gonna come.
The FBI, huh?
Yeah, I mean, 4 people recently, maybe Nana to that list, depending on if you can track her down, figure out where she went without just saying any sort of goodbyes. I think there was another person earlier this week. It's a troubling amount of bodies.
I'll ask the others and see if Nana mentioned anything to them. She never said much to me.
Alright, much appreciated, sir. And he tips his hat to you and begins walking back to the car.
Oak whispers to himself, "Good luck getting in." And I'm also thinking, I guess I have to make one for award for FBI agents too, because I barred entry for cops. Now I just have to do FBI agents.
For the path to the basement is locked. There's no front door, but path to the basement is locked. He heads back to his car and starts to drive away.
Okay.
Get back to Hektor and Darlene. You walk in, and Brogy is kind of cleaning up in one of the closets. And he hears the ring and turns around. Oh, it's fucking party today! Hey guys! And
hi
walks on
there.
over. Oh, did you see Oak? He just left. He needed some
I
wood.
did.
You
I
needed
wasn't
some
sure
what?
he came from here, but what?
He needed wood. Yeah, just he needed some wood. Me and him are... Yeah. We're like
Oh.
this.
Oh, I'm
When you say
glad.
wood,
Glad, I'm happy for you.
Palo Santo wood. Yeah, I have some wood back, and I've got some incense and some
Okay.
crystals.
that makes more sense. It was this that had me confused.
Oh,
for a
I mean, I
second.
would have done like
Oh,
probably.
well then you would. Okay,
But no, it's
well,
you got to get the. This
great.
is like a friend. This is closeness. This is fucking.
Sorry, that broke Alexis. For a second.
Well, we seem to need some things too.
Yeah.
What did you need? Yeah.
I was wondering. I figured you might be either have some or be able to tell me where to get some valerian root and poppy seed, fresh poppy seeds.
Puppies.
Roll a convince.
Cool. I don't think I know how this works now that we switched it to this. Not getting the failures. I got double sixes.
That's
So-
excellent.
Plus, I mean, it's very good.
You are charming.
I am charming. So it's a total of 14.
That's very.
Oh yes.
Yeah, Oak. Yeah, me and Oak made it.
No advancements for me.
We got a deal. I'll let that cover you too. I can get most of that stuff. I have some fresh poppy. I can get valerian root. I have a little bit of for sleep. What was the last thing? Is that it?
Yep, just that.
Those two? Yeah, I can get someone to drop it. I'll drop it off. When do you need it by?
Oh, sooner rather than later.
I can come by a little later tonight, and I can like a couple hours. Give me a couple hours, and I can drop it off. You guys are still at Nana's?
We are, yes.
Cool. How's she doing?
Well, I don't want to speak for her.
All right. Maybe I'll see when I'm there. I'll see you guys in a couple hours. Anything else? You guy?
How are you?
I'm feeling. It's been a good day. Got some friends to visit. Me and Oak. I think we're getting closer as friends.
Have you been having weird dreams lately?
Oh, I had one where my feet grew into like 2 trees. They shot me up into the sky, and I was just munching on some clouds, and they felt sharp, like asbestos and razor wire. Then my teeth started falling out, and that was bad. And then I woke up, but it started real cool.
Were your tree feet bleeding?
Nah, they were cool tree feet. Like I was becoming like Lord of the Rings. I was like an ent.
A what?
Guys, an ent? Oh, Lord of the Rings. Have you seen Lord of the Rings? You look like a Lord of the Rings guy.
No.
Wow. You book? Read the book? Hobbit?
No, but very interesting. I'll have to remember to do that. Darlene, do you need anything else? You look like you're fine.
I'm sorry, that got me. You're crying, laughing. Oh God. What was your question?
Oh, if you needed.
Sorry, I was in the middle of like picturing what it would be like to chew on clouds because your legs are just that long.
It's wild.
What?
Are you ready? Are you good? Are you ready to go? Darlene?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh.
You said you're getting more friendly with Oak. How was that? How's that going?
It's great. I gave him the wood, and he's gonna let me come and hang out and like see the thing he's gonna do with it. He's gonna do something with it, and I'm gonna hang out with him.
Well, that's exciting.
A bro hangout, yeah.
Okay. Do you know what you're getting into? Did he cover that with you?
Oh, I know what's good. I was there when I don't know if you were conscious because you were bleeding a lot when that new girl was here, but yeah, he like filled me in a little bit about the truth of the world and all that.
Oh. The whole truth?
Yeah, everything I've been studying. And like gestures to a pile of DVDs, Lost Boys, Teen Wolf, Ginger Snaps.
Oh God. It's not the first one, just Ginger Snaps Back.
Okay, just a second. Is it the second one? The second one, yeah.
No, I'm just saying, like, what if it, like, I'm just riffing with you.
I like that.
It's just Ginger Snaps Back. It's not even Ginger Snaps, just the Ginger Snaps Back.
Yeah. All of which look entirely... I don't think Hektor knows what a DVD is.
Well, no.
No?
No. No. They look kind of like records, so it's...
Yeah.
I mean, it's meh.
Weird-looking records. Weird-looking tiny records.
Probably makes more sense to go from records to DVDs than from records to, like, cassettes.
Cassette tapes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Like
Well,
a
cassettes from the
VHS.
80s. But anyway, regardless, Hektor would recommend a couple of books, but mostly about like anatomy and things of that nature, and say you should probably heck up on these two then. Enlightening.
Did you give him the names? Okay.
Yeah, I give him the names of some books that I know are like anatomy related, but also like weird adjacent.
Okay. Some slightly supernatural.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I usually don't read a lot, but hell, I'll give it a try.
You want to study up on the finale of season 4 of Buffy. Try that one.
Season 4, the finale.
I think, if I'm remembering my Buffy correctly, that's the one you want to know for what we're doing here.
I've been switching off. I did like 2 seasons of Buffy, and then an Angel, and then another Buffy again.
Season 4, season finale of Buffy is the dream episode.
That's what I thought. Okay. I was like,
Primeval.
sharp.
Yeah, I'll give it. Thanks for all the advice. I'll see you guys in a couple hours. I'll swing it by.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Your dogs are very nice.
Yeah, I'm glad.
Just quick question. When you woke up from that dream, you were fine. Nothing physically had changed with you, right?
No,
You
it's
still had your teeth?
a little sweaty. Yeah, that's about it.
All right. Normal dream. Okay. Great. Just checking.
And you guys leave the wake and bake and head back to Nana's. Oak, do you do anything in the time? You have about an hour before they come back. Do you do anything?
I mean, I guess I would try to read. There are two things I have in mind, but one of them requires talking to other people. Those two. But I would try to read up on. My next thinking is, I can't remember if I discovered exactly what this tattoo is doing, but based on the passage I found, I'm going to see if it has something to do. I think. So based on my interactions with the tethers, and based on my this excerpt of it referring it to as a snare, I'm gonna see if my the tattoo on my arm is something like that.
Okay, roll for
If
research.
it's tethering something to this world, like Karen. Yeah. Sharp. Yeah. Okay. Well. Okay. 7.
How about
So is this tethering? The question is my tattoo tethering something to this plane?
Yeah. Let me figure out what you find with your 7. I think you don't with a 7. You don't get a definitive answer. Here's what the kind of passages you find related within like the hour you have before they come back.
Yeah.
Tethers can be used like. Specifically, the one you're talking about can be used for a variety of things. It could be used to bring something across. In some cases, it is like tethering them to this world, and it's broken, it's gone. On the other hand, it could be like someone threw a life preserver and took someone back to land, and once they're on land, breaking the tether wouldn't do much. They're already here.
Mm-hmm.
It can also be used. I think you find a lot of what you found before too. Tethers can always work both ways, and they are binding two people together. Typically,
Okay.
those are kind of the information you find.
Okay. Think that's all I wanted to do then.
Okay. After you finish, like right as you finish reading, Darlene and Hektor walk back into the basement.
How was your trip to town?
I really need a new car.
That scratch is that recent?
Oh,
Looks fresh.
it is. I don't remember it being there. I think it happened sometime when that weird that stag came in the woods. Sometime around then, I think, is when it happened. Wasn't there before then. That's also where there was like a weird sigh that I heard and I feel like I recognized it. Didn't really like someone was it was weird. It was a weird night.
Right. Well, Oak, we are trying to solve some mysteries for Hektor here, and I had an idea. Real quick, does everybody else know that you have memory issues, or is Darlene the only one?
Yeah, I think
Okay.
everybody
Okay.
Oak definitely knows.
does. Yeah.
I couldn't remember who else knew. I didn't want to
Yeah, I know for sure it was Raphael. And I know for sure it's Darlene, and I'm pretty sure everybody at least knows.
I was doing some research for one reason, and then when Hektor mentioned to me that he had, this big chunk of missing time, lost memories and all that, I thought maybe we could instead do this. I came across this ritual that lets you sort of lucid dream, but also in a way that like you can affect your dream and your dream can kind of affect you. So there's a little bit of risk involved, but I thought it might be a way to help Hektor sort of get into his own memories. But I had a question for you, Oak. You've been doing some research about tethers recently, right?
Yeah.
I'm worried about if Hektor had lost all that before, about Hektor getting lost in a dream. And I'm wondering if we can find a way to, like, tether, like, do a trail of breadcrumbs sort of thing. Or tie a string, essentially, so that Hektor can find his way back out of his dream.
That's very considerate. Thank you.
I would have thought of it if it hadn't been for all of this stuff going on recently with Oak and with Cal and Isabel. Isabeau. No. Yeah, Isabeau. Sorry. But
Could probably whip something up. I have a couple ideas, but I mean that's pretty. We have to have something to tether him to, and you're talking about like a tether of the mind. I can probably make sure your body doesn't go anywhere, Hektor, but I don't know how to tether your psyche.
right, it's not anything that I've really dealt with before, and I didn't know if you had any insights based on the research that you had been doing.
Do I have any insights there, Keeper?
I think with you've studied successfully twice now, and with your roles, you think you once again don't have any solid like experience with this, but you could try a big magic and try to create a tether between Hector's psyche and something. You could try a big magic to do that. It would be totally new for you, but that's what it would take.
We could store like a portion of his psychic energy into some kind of sacred jar, and then thank you, Nerds with Dice, for the raid.
Thank you.
Here's
Would something like does it have to be a specific vessel? Because I do have a tape recorder.
I would want that's fine, but something that you don't mind being smashed, because if you get trapped, we'll be able to release your psyche by smashing the object.
I think I'll be fine. I think yeah, if you want to use that, I'll remember that tape forever, so it's fine.
Yeah. I'm getting the idea from Angel.
If it works, if that's that would be fine with me.
Sure. Are you like brewing a potion or something for this, Darlene, to induce?
Yeah, I am. I will be, yes, doing that when Roji brings by the materials that I asked for.
Oh, God.
He mentioned what did you have a plan about what to tell him when he gets here?
What do you mean?
He was asking about Nana, and it was going to check up on her when he gets here.
Oh.
Sorry, he wouldn't have called her Nana. He would have called her Gertrude.
He didn't mention.
Oh, he called her Nana. Oh, you mean you?
Hector.
Yeah,
Hector
sorry,
would have
gotcha,
called her.
gotcha.
Yeah.
He didn't mention Nana to me. So
Well, he did to us. So
yeah, I got stopped by the sheriff too, asking about Nana, Ernest Honeycuff.
They're deciding to be somewhat competent all of a sudden.
Yeah, I have a lot of thoughts about that, but my thinking is we just need to convince Ernest that Nana's okay. Either listen, the way I see it, there's about three decent options. Bring him in, and hope to God he takes it okay, which doesn't seem good to me. Make him think that he remembers seeing Nana by altering his mind. which, I mean, I'm willing to do to protect the hunt. Or one of us looks like and sounds like Nana, makes ourselves transform into Nana, and we go and talk to him.
Or I show them the deed that Nana left me and say that Nana left it to me and decided to go and retire somewhere else.
Yeah, I think that just gives a cop that just means motive, right? He's getting the suspicion that there's a crime. If you show that you had something to gain from Nana disappearing, that's going to make matters worse.
Usually, yes.
That's fair.
Mhm.
I mean, and she is technically dead.
What if we use the combination of the two? What if we, have Nana explain that she is packing up and left?
Yeah.
It could be there was an accident there and she just doesn't have the energy, that she doesn't want to spend it to remodel, so she's leaving the place to Hektor.
We could maybe even just have, settle it with a phone call.
Right.
Just sound like her.
That's what I was thinking. Phones already are shoddy out here, so that might work. Might do it.
I don't know what else to do. Those are the things I had in mind. But honestly, I'm not worried. But the only thing, the only thing I'm worried about is he said the FBI might come around. It's like, yeah, we can deal with the police, but if the FBI gets wind of this, that's a problem because they have actual resources.
He said that? He said that the FBI might be coming through?
He threatened it. I don't know how sincere the threat was. But the FBI has resources, and I'm assuming that the FBI actually has knowledge of what we do. Not us specifically, but I don't think you could have a massive federal investigatory organization and not know about the supernatural.
I mean, they have to encounter it pretty frequently. What's the impression you get from this sheriff? Do you feel like he isn't inclined to believe the weird, or is in on it, or just sheer incompetent?
My gut tells me he's all right, but how can I say this? In all the ways him not being okay could complicate our lives, I'd rather just not trust him.
Right. I'm just wondering what our play is. That's more of it. We've been down that road before. I'm not interested in trying to get all buddy with another sheriff in town, because we all know how that went last time.
Yeah.
But
I think, at least with the Brody, I think he'll be okay.
I am not worried about Brogy.
Roger will be fine. I told him all that I know. I mean, you know what I mean? I gave him the rundown. He's diving head first. It's a good sign. I think he'll be out of his depth, but at least he knows.
Right. I get the sense that he just goes with just about any flow.
Yeah.
I'm more worried about him getting hurt for not taking things seriously enough than anything else.
Yeah.
I think he bounces back pretty fast. He seems like one who would bounce back pretty fast from most anything.
Well, we'll see. Time will tell.
He's a good supplier, though.
Right.
So
Which is important, especially out here with
Yeah.
what we're doing.
Yeah. You know, I kind of want to wait till Lucy's back around from wherever it is she went, doing her job, so we can deal with the sheriff situation, because she has a big interest in that. Do we want, so we want to do the dream thing, try to do it together, or the only other thing I thought I could use my time, because I'm starting to go stir crazy, is investigate the meat tunnels.
What?
The tunnels beneath the taking tree.
Yeah, I don't know that that's a thing anyone should do alone.
Yeah, I was saying we could do that together or do the dream thing together.
Well, Hektor, you're the one with the lapse in memories, and
I think that's it may sound selfish. That to me is a slightly more pressing matter, because perhaps these meat tunnels, as you put them, maybe I've seen. This is the reason that I want to figure this out, because perhaps somewhere deep inside these stupid little folds is answers to things that are happening now that have happened before.
that does bring me to a question I forgot to ask earlier. But how did you know Nana, or as you referred to her as Gertrude?
We did this before.
Gretchen.
Gretchen. Okay.
Sturby.
Sturby.
Grenbridge.
Sturby Grenbridge.
We.
How did you know Sturby?
What's her actual name? I've forgotten now.
Gretchen.
Gretchen.
Really? Because I wrote down Gertrude like 2 months ago.
I'm pretty sure it's Gretchen. I'm pretty sure I said Gretchen.
Roll the tapes.
Could be wrong.
Roll the tapes. Matthew, let's play it. Give us a playback right now.
Right now. It's just.
Do you have that queued up in OBS right now?
Always.
But we did things like this before. That's why the lab was right where I left it with my notes.
All right. Well,
Ty, do I remember anyone else or just her?
Fractured memory.
Yeah, probably. Roll fraction memory.
there it is. There it is.
My chance to level up has never been closer. Well, I got a 10.
No, well.
You have.
We did not a success. I love us. We're the worst.
I think you had a vision. You guys are in the basement, and you had a fraction memory vision previously where you saw like I think 4 or 5 people. I don't
Three
remember
other shapes. Yeah.
3 other shapes standing around this table, kind of just fuzzy, undistinguishable humanoids. One of them, Gretchen, as you knew her, with a powerful magenta pantsuit with shoulder pads, a sword on her back, and a shotgun as well. You see another figure begin to slowly take shape a little bit more clearly. They are pretty lithe and thin. They are wearing a slightly beat-up t-shirt and jeans. And as it's slowly materializing from the bottom up, you see poking out of the t-shirt just slightly is iridescent blue scales. And then the vision stops.
I remember because I found my notebook from like a year ago. There were a handful of us, kind of like you all, who I guess did things like what you're doing, what we're doing,
Yeah. It's we,
Well-
Hector.
What was that?
I said it's we.
That's right.
Us.
Well, then I think you're right. I think you're onto something there. If you've been here before and you've done this sort of thing before, we should try to recover what you know.
Especially since it seems like things haven't gotten better in the decades that I've been gone.
Yeah.
I feel like that's slightly more pressing. We can always visit meat tunnels tomorrow.
Well, unless things go very poorly in this dream. But, Oak, what do you think? Does that work for you?
Yeah. Let's do it.
Okay. Well, you want to rummage up that mercury?
Yeah.
I shall descend.
I just need 2 drops.
Well, I can get you some.
Oh, sorry, I just need 1 drop. 1 drop of mercury. Anything more than that, I think, is gonna be long-term very bad for you. Also, this is a thing we shouldn't be doing a lot.
Well, we'll cross that particular bridge problem.
Unless you know how to purge a body of mercury, because I do not know that is possible.
You know, if this succeeds, I might.
Fair enough. I guess we'll find out.
I will go rummage and see if that is something I still have in my wares.
I think without much of an issue, you can find like an old mercury thermometer.
Yeah. Yes.
I feel like you'd be the most likely person.
Yeah.
Nearby to have mercury.
And I think probably comparatively time, maybe a little bit later, you hear a knock coming from the freezer door.
Oh, fuck me. I'll go open it.
You see Brogy on the other side.
Hi.
Hey, your friends wanted, and he like holds up a bag, like a paper grocery bag.
I just step back, but I don't say anything. Like, I allow him to walk in if he can.
And he does. Yeah, he walks in without an issue.
I just shut it, and I say he's not a cop.
That was the big twist. He like looks in the freezer. What are we doing in here?
Magic, Brogy.
Cool.
Oak is asexual. Matthew would probably beg Brogy, but Oak is ace.
What do you mean, probably?
What kind, like in the freezer magic? I didn't see the wood.
This is not my arm thing, and don't mention that yet. I haven't told anyone. This is dream magic. You want to stick around?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Darlene just sort of arcs an eyebrow, but says nothing about that.
And you walk down the hatch you show him the hatch and walk down the hatch to the basement area.
Yeah.
And you all see Brogy with his paper. Now, Brogy for sure has a reusable grocery bag. Not one that doesn't use paper. With valerian root and fresh poppy inside.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Brogy.
Yeah, welcome. So what do we do? Oak said I could stick around. What are we doing?
Oh.
Well, that's largely up to Hektor, if that's all right with Hektor. Are you all right with company?
Oh. Well, I'll be asleep, so long as I'm not dying, I don't care. Who is here, honestly? Or yours also, that sounded insensitive. Your safety is also important.
Right, well, I'm just saying, sometimes people talk in their dreams, and I feel like you should consent to who should be able to hear that.
Oh, yeah, this is fine.
Okay.
Okay.
We don't know what we're going to find here, so...
Okay, so you have all the material. Let's talk a little bit about your plan going forward, and then we'll talk about the big magic as well.
Oh, boy.
You can read the spell, Alexis, or I can put everything into the group chat if that's easier.
That's
Either
okay.
way works for me.
I can read it.
Okay.
It's a draught of sleepiness.
Sleepless of the Sleepless.
Of the Sleepless.
It's a lot cuter.
I said I could read this, but maybe I can't. Let me just blow this up so it's bigger. There we go. If this potion is created properly, that's the caveat, and the steps listed within are followed, the Sleepless will have the ability to affect the dreamscape they are inhabiting, and vice versa. The ingredients are fresh seeds of poppy, the roots of 2 valerian, and a drop of mercury. The steps are: create a runic circle around the Sleepless. The Sleepless imbibes this potion and puts their body in a comfortable position before the effects take hold. Then the Sleepless must not be disturbed until they wake of their own accord. And then once they awake, they can safely cross the runic threshold again.
Ooh.
So, yeah.
So what you're saying is we should definitely do it down here in the basement.
Somewhere where you can lay down and sleep. Sleep.
I mean, we have to do it down here. This is the only safe place.
Correct, yeah. We don't want a cop. We don't want that police officer walking in on us.
Monsters.
Or
monsters,
right? That too. That would be extremely bad.
Fucking murder that cop. He walks up in here.
So, Ty, I do have a slight question.
Sure.
One of the upgrades for my laboratory was a defense system. I no longer have a door.
Correct. The defense system is a little jacked up currently.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure. Cool. I'm gonna temporarily cross that one off as it continues. Okay.
Because your other current ones are fabrication workshop is the other one, right?
Fabrication workshop and examination room.
Yeah. Yep. Defense system's a little jacked up right now.
Yep. Okay. Neat.
Sorry about that.
It's fine. Well, doors are replaceable. I'm just glad Isabeau is okay. I guess maybe she might be.
Well, we have to believe she's okay.
Yeah. So nap time?
Time for me to get cooking.
You can
You
roll.
get comfortable.
Yeah, you're probably gonna do. Are you gonna do this on the cot, like the cot in the lab?
Yeah, I assume that we would move that towards the center of the room, and then you
Sure.
can do your runic things
I
around
think I
it.
need to create the tether before the...
Oh, yeah,
So
I would.
We'll have to talk. Yeah, I mean, you're not gonna do the runic circle first because you'll have to do
Yeah.
pass it to Hektor and have him drink it inside the circle.
Right.
So here's something. This is a big magic for you to create this. Darlene will need to roll just regular use magic to create the potion. There's not much negatives that will happen. For Oak to create this tether, it's going to take... It takes some... Let's talk about what it takes. You're going to need to use magic, for sure. It will have a specific side effect or danger. And... the last thing. So tell me what your exact intent is to create some sort of bond that you can activate to bring Hektor back. Is that kind of your plan here?
like a small tether of like their consciousness into a jar that I can break apart and it would go back to Hektor. Basically anchoring them.
In case I get lost in my own head.
Okay, well, we'll talk about this. Here's the two things. One, it has to be something that has some personal value to Hektor. It can't just be a random jar. It has to have some meaning. It could be anything, but just something that has some sort of meaning to Hektor, number one. Number two, you can kind of do it two ways. You can have this be something Hektor holds onto inside the circle, and that will have a certain kind of effect and consequence, or you can have it be something that you are holding onto outside of the circle, and that will also have a certain consequence and effect.
I think it should be outside the circle because the runic protection.
Because I'll be asleep also.
Right. How will we know when to break this thing?
If I start being covered in lacerations and broken bones.
We'll just have to look for signs, and if you're out for more than, I don't know, 12 hours.
That's a big sleep.
Yeah.
The big sleep.
The big sleep.
It's really the medium sleep. The big sleep is like Nana's has
The big sleep was like the big sleep was or 30 to 40 years. That's a big sleep too.
That's also a big sleep.
Yeah.
You'll Rip Van Winkle sleep. Does Darlene have any way of like being able to monitor Hektor? Like,
So there's two different ways. Roll plus sharp and we'll talk.
okay.
Don't we have like a heart monitor
If that's what
We
you're
use
taught,
that-
yeah.
on Isabel?
Here it is. A 6.
Hey.
Yeah. All you have a heart monitor. That's about what you got. That's
Okay.
about all you can think about.
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna try to make this thing.
Okay.
I get +1 to big magic when using use magic as part of big magic.
It is.
11.
Hey.
Good. What did you give? Oh,
I gave Oak the tape recorder.
did you keep the tape or not?
No, because the tape is what meant something to him, and that's what he's going to use.
Oof.
You just need something to put the tape in. So it'll essentially be writing over the tape that Gretchen left.
What does it look like when Oak does this with the tape recorder and with Hektor?
I think that, I have Hektor hold the tape recorder, and I like put I place my fingers in a very particular way on either side of his temples, and I chant, and then I kind of pull them away, and there's this kind of like silvery kind of liquid on my fingers, and then I touch into the tape recorder, and it spins and whirls.
Okay, the tether is created. Darlene, roll use magic to create this potion.
Okay. So I advanced, so I'm improving my weird.
Haha! +3, mama. Get into it.
That's right. Hey. Okay. Total of 12.
Nice. Did you advance that or not yet? Use magic.
Advance what?
No, it was Oak did. Your use
Yeah.
magic. Oh, Oak advanced his use magic.
Yep.
Oh.
I advanced weird.
Yeah.
Not
I knew
use-
I know someone advanced it. It was Oak, not you. That's fine.
Okay. Yeah.
That's fine. Okay, 10. Yeah, you do it. You create this potion, like you blend the poppy seeds, the valerian root, and carefully drop the mercury in, and have it in some sort of cup or glass for Hektor to drink.
Okay. I think before we start this circle, I'm gonna just in case. Hektor, are you okay with giving me a little bit of your blood?
Yes.
I'm just thinking, just in case, like you don't come out of it or something, or we start to get worried for some reason.
Oh.
I don't know if I can I've never tried to scry on someone's dream. I don't know if that's a thing I can do, but it's better to be prepared in case I need to try.
Sure.
I don't know. I'm kind of at a loss, but
He will supply a small amount.
okay. All right.
I think with everyone's focus and rules today, and you got a 10 plus, I think another, and what you're trying to do, you get the blood from Hektor however you obtain it, whether it be knife or syringe. I think you think a backup plan that has some feasibility of working with what you've obtained would be to make another drought.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Hektor. Yeah.
Exactly what I was thinking. Yep.
Yeah.
I'm glad we're on the same page there. I might have to come in after you.
Hey, say me.
Okay. Yeah, you have Hector's blood and this plan.
Unless you just want me to go with you from the get-go. But I feel like this might be a personal journey for you, so.
I appreciate the offer. But unless things get really bizarre or obviously terrible, I think I need to go. Well, I think I need to figure it out alone.
That's fine. Okay. All right. So, I guess we set a predetermined amount of time that we'll wait, or like conditions that we'll try to do the thing, and do the ritual.
Do.
Do the do.
Hector,
I drink.
Hector lays on the cot. You both, Hector, Oak and Darlene, draw the runic circle in chalk or smudge marks around it. And Hector, you drink it and rapidly feel yourself beginning to fall to unconsciousness.
Draw the runic circle after we had set up the heart monitor.
Yeah, the heart monitor first.
Yeah. I could have been doing that while you were doing the
Yeah, exactly. Perfect.
I know where the things go.
Yeah, heart monitor.
Read it in a book once.
All right.
And you begin to fall to unconsciousness, and you see Hector's eyes. What color are Hector's eyes?
I think they're like a hazel color.
Okay. You see his hazel eyes, slowly begin to droop closed as his head rests against the pillow. And he is unconscious.
It's a familiar place for Hector.
Another 40 years later.
Yeah, second campaign.
82 years.
And 84 years.
It's a new cast of hunters.
In the future.
Oh, not again.
Okay. Hector, you open your eyes, and the first thing you feel is cold and chill. And around you, it is dense, heavy fog, like you felt and saw when you were in the forest, right before you heard the voice right after the stag fight. Read a bad situation.
Oh. Seven.
Okay. You can ask me one if you have anything in particular, but otherwise I will kind of tell you something.
Reading a bad situation. Are there any dangers that I haven't noticed?
Yeah, for sure. The 100%. The fog begins to clear just a little bit, and you see concrete beneath you and metal around you, piping and grates, and you are 100% underground. What you also see is you see something about 10 feet in front of you. It is a thin metal wire.
Is it stretched across something, or is it just
The floor, like a tripwire.
Ooh. That's good. I will keep an eye out for more of those and continue onward slowly.
You make your way carefully and cautiously over this wire, and still the same kind of visage of metal piping twisting off in a tons of different directions. And this place is almost like a labyrinth. It is hard to get your bearings. The fog floats in and out. It's clearer at sometimes, more dense at others. And you eventually come to a stairway leading up and down. Which way do you go?
I will go up.
Okay. You make your way up this staircase and you see a small hatch. There are two like double doors in front of you, wooden, leading up.
So there's a small hatch like above
Like two,
me?
like two,
Like-
almost like above you, like not like
Like
directly
cellar
above you,
doors.
like cellar doors. Like the stairs
Okay.
lead out.
Okay. I will try to like see if I can hear anything from the other side, from the side that I'm at, before I try to open them in any way.
Roll plus sharp.
8.
8. Okay. Okay, here's what you get on an 8. You don't hear anything particularly from the other side, like you don't hear any sort of footsteps or any sort of like loud noises, but you do hear breathing and you cannot determine where from, and it is not your own. Almost like it's echoing through these concrete and metal halls.
Cool. Okay, well, I don't want to be down here then, so I will try to open the doors.
Yeah, without much of an issue, you push your hands against him and both of them fly open. And you see the fog again and you feel a cool mist. And do you walk out of these doors?
Yeah, I'll poke my head out like a little gopher.
Excellent. Meerkat.
Yeah.
You see grass beneath you. With the dense fog, that's about all you see currently.
Okay, I will go out into the fog. See if there's anything that I can see.
Yeah.
Nearby.
You walk up and the fog dissipates a little bit. You see a little bit more of the grass, and it's autumn in Hush Hallows. This grass seems especially green, and you see white lining painting on the all going from you extending on, and you see a goal post on the other side, and a shed and a school.
I will head towards the school.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Roll plus cool.
Oh, I have something to tell you about Hektor. Hektor's not what one would consider cool. Oh, but Hektor still got an 8.
Not bad. I'm going to give you a worse outcome, hard choice, or price to pay.
Excellent.
Here's what will happen. Either you feel a presence and you hear this breathing all around you. You can run and make it to the school and not look back, or you can stay here and try to face down whatever's in this plane at a consequence.
I think Hector's just going to hope that this thing is going to continue to follow him, so he's going to go towards the school.
Yeah. You run to, like, not looking back. Hektor just runs to this school as fast as his 70-year-old legs can take him after being in a coma for 40 years. Just trying to dead sprint. And you
Doing great.
hear and just feel the footsteps behind you rapidly increasing. And you manage to open this door, which just happens to be unlocked, this just entirely glass back door to this school, this high school, and slam it behind you. And as you turn around to do this, what you see on the other side. Let's talk about it. Standing before you is a mascot. Oversized head and exaggerated muscles. Made of felt and cardboard. It's wearing a red and black plaid shirt, a comic brown beard, and a cartoonish hollow blue eyes on its face. The suit is not in prime condition. It is dirty and matted, and it is holding a slightly rusty, real metal axe in one hand. Hektor, roll for your character thing.
My character thing. 2 6s.
2 6s. That is very good. Hektor, this looks familiar.
Oh. Oh. Now, when you say character thing, is this a fractured memory or is it my move? You look familiar.
This is you look familiar, and it is former Fiend.
Oh my god! Okay. That's so exciting. Okay, cool. Okay. What is the monster's most deadly ability?
Okay, what's the other? Ask me
That's
the questions
one.
first, and then we'll talk. Yeah, tell me the other one.
What is the monster most likely to do next?
Oh, okay. Yeah, we'll talk about this in order. What's the monster's most deadly ability? I think looking at it, you see you look at it, and you see one of the arms is kind of like there is a slight slash in it, and there is this grayish black ooze seeping out, and the hand lays limp for a second, like it extends much farther than you'd think it'd be able to, and then it retracts back like it's breathing. And as you see this, you see a flash. Your memory flashes back to you in your lab, holding this hollow mascot head and putting your hands inside, wiring things together and putting small runes in it. And then what is it going most likely to do next?
Yeah.
You see it reel back its axe arm. And that's where we'll finish tonight.
I made that. Hey, Mom, look what I made. I made mistakes. Mistakes in my past. Don't learn from you children. Make your own mistakes.
My God.
You made that thing?
Yeah, so here's this move in detail. You look familiar. Once per hunt, you may ask the keeper whether you recognize a bit of your old handiwork or something you ran across in your studies.
Oh no!
And it's combined with your character other move, which is former Fiend.
Yep.
Ah!
Tonight, so everyone go around and say their favorite moments, where we can find you. We'll start with Alexis.
Hi, I'm Alexis. You can find me at Fox Fanato. I just did this. I'm recovering. That was wow. Oh no. I'm just gonna say that was my favorite moment. That whole dream sequence, especially the end there. That mascot is terrifying. I want nothing to do with it, and I'm very horrified that Hektor made it.
I'm sure. Also, he is.
I love that move, though. It's so cool, and the way that it affects like the story. It's so cool. Ooh, ooh.
And let's give it to Matthew.
Okay. I may have chose the mascot, but I don't remember saying it has an axe for a hand.
No, that was changed. It was someone during our world building sessions decided we were the lumberjacks. The high school was the lumberjacks. That was not me who created that.
Yeah, love that. Okay, hi, folks. I am Matthew Foreman. You can find me here on Twitch TV/Dice Priory. Join the Dice Priory Discord, and you can find me at Matthew W. Foreman on Twitter. Excuse me, at Matthew W. Foreman on Twitter. My favorite moment, the dream stuff, easily, hands down. But also, I like the confrontation with Ernest Honeycuff, and now I can't stop imagining Oak beating the shit out of Ernest and taunting him. Just being like, fuck you. Even though Ernest may not have it coming, but he kind of does. Next.
Hello, I'm Maria. You can find me at HappyCapster on Twitter. You can also find me at HappyCapster here on Twitch, where I stream on my own channel Tuesdays and Thursdays, usually most of the time in the afternoons, doing various things, art and video game related. Also, you can find me on Mystery Mystery Society. I think are we playing something this weekend, Ty?
Yeah. We're playing 2 things, at least 1, maybe 2.
We're doing some stuff this weekend, so keep your eyes peeled. Thank you for the bits.
Thank you, Frost.
Yeah, all sorts of things. My favorite moment was the ritual, setting up the ritual. Well, besides the dream stuff, I love dream stuff. But the setting up of the ritual and all the I love these ritual things. Big magic, big science, weird magic, all that good stuff, the big good stuff. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Someday we'll figure out a mystery. Someday we'll...
This is a mystery. There's a mystery to be had here.
You mean without creating or discovering more mysteries in the process?
No.
Probably not that.
No.
No, let's not make it crazy.
We always end up with more mysteries than we
questions.
started with.
Yes. But when we finish them all at once in one episode, it'll feel great.
Finale.
Yes.
Not a lot was that. Oh, speaking of, let's do the end of session.
Oh, yes.
Yes, let's
At least
do it.
one of them.
Let me level
conclude the
up.
current mystery? No. Did we save someone from certain death? Not yet. Did we learn something new or important about the world? I would say it's probably more about the hunter, which is you definitely learned something about Hektor himself.
I think we learned that you can affect other people's. We learned more about like the dream world.
I'd say overall.
How
I mean,
tethering works.
Yeah,
And
between 1 and 2, it's the same, so you still get 1 XP. But yeah,
Okay.
I would say you learn more about the world.
Hektor leveled up at such a great time, y'all.
Nice.
Time to level up.
Good time.
Oak's levels up are going to slow down quite a bit now that he's advanced so much. Too good at everything.
And I'm Ty. You can find me here at every Tuesday for Monster of the Week. You can find me at Mythos Mystery Society. I think this Saturday, we're continuing Chris's Call of Cthulhu campaign thing, which is called the Miracle Drug. Me, Emma, and Maria are in it. It's very not spooky so far. All we did was go eat. All our characters did was go ahead and go to
It was a bit
restaurants.
of a slow start.
Sure was.
Listen, I've learned, don't bring Chips Ahoy to a barbecue.
It was fun.
I watched it. I was like, wait a minute, nothing's happening.
All we did was eat. It was great.
Nothing.
Not very spooky, but a good time. So we're doing that. I think we're going to do another Rhapsody of Blood maybe this weekend or next weekend, hopefully. The Rhapsody of Blood we've done so far is now, we're almost all up on YouTube as well as podcast, which is a very fun, spooky Castlevania time. My favorite moment from tonight that hasn't been said yet was, I think everyone's kind of determining what to do, because you guys do have quite a few options of what to do exactly next, whether you go in the meat tunnels or try to deal with Ernest or try to help Hektor with his thing. It's all some very interesting options, and I like the way it turned out.
yeah.
There's also a bunch of missing people.
Well, you know where they're buried in your backyard.
Yeah, we actually know where
Okay,
all
so
the
we
missing
all
people
know
are.
Okay, I wanted to make
we
sure
know,
that we're at
we
all
know
the
where
missing
Nana
people.
is. We know where the hunters are. We know where the dead woman is. We
Fantastic.
know
Okay,
where
good,
all
good.
of them are.
Good.
We know where all the bodies are
Ernest-
buried.
Most of them are.
Cross that off of my to-do list.
Technically, Ernest is doing his job, and he's doing it very well. However,
Yes. However.
They're in a mass grave in the backyard, guys. That is the correct answer. That's the solution to that
I
mystery.
should probably
He
put
just
some
missed
kind
the
of,
big mound in the back.
yeah.
No, you guys. Well, I think you guys used a combination of magic, and Raphael was a trained
Just kidding.
gravedigger.
Yeah.
That's-
Also
I'm
that,
just-
yes.
that was
I
just
should
refreshing.
probably, we should probably protect them, make sure. Okay. All right, folks, we're going to go ahead and raid Oh, they just logged. Oh, they were logging off. My bad. We're gonna raid Grim and Perilous. We're gonna play the Twitchy Halloween thing. Be sure to look out for Twitchy Halloween, and then we'll send you away. Thanks so much, folks, for your support. Tune in for probably some Anthem buddies tomorrow, and then Big Boy season on Monday. And who knows what else? We're gonna play that video. Bye.
Goodbye.